Ira Epstein of Linn Associates with your morning flash update for this Monday. And we are now at the 24th of January, 2021. It's like we can't wait for this to be over, right? This has been a terrible start to January. The stock market, again, plunging. That's the only word. I want you to look at the high to the low. 800 points almost in the Dow. Look at this. 116 in the S&P. The NASDAQ, a 400-point move. 400. So what we really have going on here is another failure last night. When the market was up, I was putting out, last night, I put out the weekly YouTube videos, the market wrap-ups, and I wanted to wait to the evening, and I think I even said, here's another attempt at a rally. Will it hold? Well, it didn't. We went into an acceleration mode on the downside when we got this morning's number from the Chicago Federal Reserve. It came in at a negative 0.15. The previous was a 0.44. So this is just a complete capitulation to the downside. In a few minutes, we're going to get the January manufacturing and services PMI. Can't imagine they're going to come out that good. NATO said it's going to put now forces on standby, and it's reinforcing its Eastern European alliance with more ships and fighter jets in response to Russia. Now it appears the U.S. under President Biden is about to send somewhere between 1,000 to 5,000 troops. In other words, the Biden administration's all over the board. They're not going to do it, then they're going to do it. The messages are totally unclear. President Biden is, go in, you can take that 100,000, 200,000 acres. No, you can't do that. That's an incursion. I don't know what American policy is, but there's a serious issue here. Good news, Israel has found that for people over 60, people that get 4 COVID shots, your chance, and what happens is your immunity, and that's not the right word, your resistance to COVID, internal, goes up rather dramatically, threefold. China's yuan advanced to a more than a 3.5-year high, while the ruble is taking a beating, and so is the Russian stock market. Eurozone activity, as you can see, slipping a little bit, but certainly nowhere near as bad as what we saw in the Chicago numbers, which were a disaster this morning. In the dollar, you're back up nearly 40 points at 96.03. Most currencies down today. And what we really have going on is, again, that fear idea. So there's the buying of bonds and notes. We have the buying of the yen, probably the Swiss franc in the market. You're finally seeing a bit of a correction taking place here on the energies, and I thought that we might be just getting to that point where you've got to be very cautious about this, because that looks to me as though the zone that the market is vulnerable a little bit. I'm not saying it's over. What drove it up there hasn't gone away. It's just a technical picture. We have the Fed this week. We have the Bank of Canada this week. We get more PMIs coming out later. There's an awful lot of economic data, and the certainty of the Ukraine all staring you in the face. Now, what I try to do each morning is help you out at about 5:30 in the morning for futures traders. I'm recording a video, trying to get it out now even earlier, in the neighborhood of about 6:10 in the morning for you. And I think I'll be able to get that done or very close to it. And then at about 9 o'clock, I start recording the ETF Spider. I like to wait a half hour and let the Spider ETF money all move in after 8:30, get the government reports out. As you see, there's one at 8:45 today, and then I can recap all that. So the idea here is to cover 40 charts or thereabouts for you, with technical analysis, fundamentals, the news of the day, entry spots, exit spots for you, specific buy here, sell that, and trying to give you the confidence you might need as you look at all the futures markets. I cover all that, and I cover all this in the Spiders ETFs, along with the whole series of stocks. How do you get this? You simply go to our website, www.iraepstein.com. It's under the word Market Research. Take a look, choose the package you want, and away you go from there. I'm Ira Epstein. You have a good morning. I'll catch up with you with the market wrap-ups at the end of the day.